Quaid-e-Azam, Part 326. Sadly, India's last viceroy did prefer modifying truth in order to magnify his own achievements. Zielger's picture of Mountbatten as viceroy of India is very disturbing, for as the last viceroy upon him devolved the power to decide the future of millions of an undivided India. That is also why it's so profoundly unsettling to recognize that India's future then lay in the hands of a person who failed to distinguish between truth and untruth. Open diplomacy was, so far as possible, the order of the day. Yet openness did not exclude a degree of manipulation, even chicanery, which would have been inconceivable to either of his immediate predecessors. Mountbatten was well aware and certain of his advisers felt that his tactics sometimes verged on the unethical, but he believed that the sleight hand was justifiable. The lie direct was to be avoided, the lie circumstantial was acceptable. Ian Scott, his deputy private secretary, remembered the viceroy looking up after proposing a certain course of action and catching the expression on his able faces. "I know what you are thinking, Wavell. Would you never have done it?" Wavell would have never done it. Well, I'm not Wavell. I will do it. Emphasis added. But once we accept as the candid passages quoted above from the Ellenbrook to Zielger persuaded us to that Mountbatten is viceroy preferred falsehood to the truth for his own glorification and his credibility as a witness to the part he played in the transfer of power is gravely impaired. His statements about what he and others said and did become suspect and cannot be accepted without independent corroboration and scrutiny. I cannot then easily accept the last viceroy's views, given his own monstrous vanity, when he or the other members of his staff speak or write for example of Jinnah's vanity. The last viceroy, modestly describing his working style, informs that he went into them. He surely means his work, but being Mountbatten, he is informing us about the principal Indian personalities of those times, in his own modest words, with the most enormous confidence in my ability to persuade people to do the right thing. Not because I'm persuasive so much as because I have knack of being able to present things in the most favorable light. All this leaves us speechless in wonderment until Mountbatten later recalls, "I tried every trick I could play. I used every appeal I could imagine to shake Jinnah's resolve. Nothing would. There was no argument that could move him from his consuming determination to realize the dreams of Pakistan." Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the only man he did not succeed in tricking, but he fully appreciated Jinnah's near unique importance for the future of India. He wrote home, "It was clear that he was the man who held the key to the whole situation." Yet as we go through the records of those confidential talks, there is little evidence of the skill of persuasion that Mountbatten self-extols as his special attribute, and which he might have been expected to exercise with special care upon. Admittedly so crucial a figure. See, Mountbatten says Quaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the person he could not trick. Right compliment.